Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is Dave. We are going to do a prediction for Strikeforce Houston coming up this Saturday, August 21st. Before we get into this, though, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Go Business 123. Please visit the website www.gobusiness123.com. They now have 15 job postings for anyone looking for jobs in this harsh economy. They also do business consultation, resume building, and other things like time sharing, networking, and whatnot. For only $19.99, Go Business 123 will provide resume building and resume enhancement, a 15-minute mock interview, and they'll put your resume onto their site for employers to see. So let's begin.
Chris, how do you see the title fight of King Mo vs. Rafael Cavalcante going?
Well, the thing is with King Mo is that he is one of the best wrestlers in MMA. If he wants to fight against Gegard Mousasi, he took him down even when he was tired. Obviously, Mousasi wasn't doing too much to defend the takedowns, but I do feel that Mo's wrestling is far and ahead over a lot of MMA fighters, especially even in the light heavyweight division. Cavalcante is not a bad fighter. He just knocked out Anton Britt. He beat Aaron Rosa. He had that little. He did lose to Mike Kyle, who's actually coming up. But otherwise, a really solid fighter. One of the things with King Mo is that because he's in Strikeforce, he's not going to fight too many top 10 guys, but he'll always fight solid guys like a Cavalcante. I do see King Mo winning, probably by decision, but one thing is Cavalcante, all of his wins are by KO or TKO. So Mo's got to watch out. Mo's striking strong is pretty good. He's a very strong guy. Knocked out Mike Whitehead. But I think Cavalcante probably has the edge in striking just because he's knocked out so many guys. Like I just see that's where he can win it. On the ground, I believe that Cavalcante is actually a black belt. It's just he never has to show it because he's knocking guys out. So Mo definitely has to watch out when he's on top. When he gets a takedown, you never know what Cavalcante will bring from the bottom. Mousasi has managed to get his eye swollen. Mo's eye swollen. So Mo's definitely got to stay busy on top and do more than just sit and guard. He could be in danger. Maybe he won't be, but you never know. And he shouldn't take this chance. I do see King Mo winning by decision, wrestling-centric type of fight.
How do you see the middleweight title fight of Jacare vs. Tim Kennedy going?
Well, the thing with Tim Kennedy is that he's really up and coming in Strikeforce. Got his feet wet in the challengers cards, beat a lot of good people. Nick the Goat Thompson, for example, just came off a great win over Trevor Prangley by rear naked choke, if I'm not mistaken. Jacare just had a victory over Villasenor. Before that, he beat Matt Lindland. I'm going to go with Jacare in this. His stand-up looks to be much improved. I know he trains with like Anderson Silva and whatnot, so he's just getting the best training out there right now. Tim Kennedy has a really good stand-up in his own right, and he's really well-rounded too. But I just see that Jacare, especially with the jiu-jitsu, he just has that extra dimension that could scare people in a way. It's like with Damian Maia, you don't want to be on the ground with this guy. Well, with Jacare, you don't want to be in the ground with this guy, and I imagine Tim Kennedy's probably always going to be thinking that. Oh, I better not hit the ground with Jacare. And with Jacare, he doesn't really he can't really say that about Kennedy. It's not like, oh, I can't stand with this guy for too long. It's not. it's not like there's this huge disparity in their like striking skills or wrestling skills even. Jacare is also an accomplished judoka. So I definitely just see that Jacare has more ways to win. I got to see how conditioning would play a factor. If this is a title fight and if it's 5 rounds, then that will always cardio will always be a factor. But with everything said and done, I still see Jacare getting the win, possibly by submission, but maybe he'll get the decision as well.
How do you see the lightweight fight of KJ News versus George Gurgel going?
Well, the thing with Gurgel is that he has this way of disappointing me, and a lot of people too. Very accomplished black belt. I believe he gave Dustin Hazlett his black belt. He trains guys like Rich Franklin and Matt Brown, who have used the jiu-jitsu that they learned from him in MMA. George Gurgel does not use his jiu-jitsu in MMA. I don't know why. Not just that, he always tends to get into these brawls. It's not like he has knockout power or anything. He kind of throws a lot of arm punches, throws kicks here and there. Good chin. He takes a lot of hits and gives a lot of hits. But, like, I really don't know why he fights in this way. You know, I've heard interviews, you know, that, you know, he finds striking to be the most exciting part of MMA and whatnot. But the thing is, he's not good at it. Like, he's not the most technical guy. You'll just see wild brawls. I mean, and so many fights against whoever, Connor Hune, Aaron Riley, it doesn't matter. Like, he's always just getting into brawls. KJ Nunes, great boxing. If Nunes wants to pump his jab and Gurgel's face for 3 rounds, he can. I see Nunes getting the decision here. I mean, Nunes can get into the brawls, but I think he would be savvy enough not to get into them. He might get into them sometimes, but I think he'll break away from it at other times as well. The thing is, like I said, you know, Nunes has a great, like, 3-punch combo or, like, 2-punch combo. You know, he's really technical. He uses body blows. He uses a jab. You know, Gurgel kind of wings it. You know, so I definitely have to go with KJ Nunes here.
How do you see the heavyweight fight of Bobby Lashley versus Chad Griggs going?
Well, the thing with Griggs is he hasn't fought in, like, over a year. And honestly, the way that Bobby Lashley's MMA career has been going, people just... he just gets cans. I mean, fights are set up so that he'll win. And this fight is no exception. And it really is to Lashley's detriment, in a way. It really questions how serious he is about MMA. When he does fight these guys, he doesn't like to stand with him. He'll take him down, pound him out from guard. I mean, that's his thing. You know, it's like, well, if you're going to go up against these guys that are lesser than you, why not work on your stand-up? That, you know, those minutes of stand-up you do in an actual fight is worth hours training in the gym. You know, it equates to that much. You know, but Lashley doesn't do that. I expect him to win, takedown, ground and pound. You know, maybe for 3 rounds. Probably get a ground and pound finish to, you know, a TKO finish around the 1st or 2nd round. But honestly, Lashley, I feel, needs to step up in competition. I mean, he has some skill, so it's not like Lashley's a can himself. And he's not like Kimbo Slice or something where, like, he's a borderline can, you know what I mean? So, I mean, he does have some skills. He can take guys down. He's a big guy, very powerful guy. And I know he trains with some great people in Colorado and American Top Team. So, hopefully, after this, he'll get better competition, not these cans. I think, though, they might match Lashley up against Batista, possibly. Both former WWE wrestlers. Big money there, but, you know, it doesn't really help anyone's career.
How do you see the prelim fight of Daniel Cormier versus Jason Riley going?
Well, Jason Riley, actually, I know he lost to Tim Sylvia, but then he came back, and I think he's on a 2-fight win streak now. Solid guy. But Cormier, different level. I mean, I just saw his fight in King the Cage against, I believe it's Tony Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. And he just took him down, took the back. I mean, his wrestling's really good. I know he trains on like AKA. I know he's trained in the body shop. So I mean, his wrestling is just top notch. NCAA, I see him taking him down and doing pretty much anything he wants with Riley. To be honest, it's just Cormier definitely needs to fight some better competition himself. I mean, he looked really good in his last King the Cage fight. I expect big things from him. It's disappointing that he's actually on the undercard. He's a guy that should probably be headlining more Strikeforce undercards and whatnot. But definitely Cormier, for sure.
How do you see the prelim fight of Andre Galvao versus Nate Moore going?
I gotta go with Galvao on this. I know that he had a good fight with Luke Stewart, won the split decision. Galvao's ground game is great. He's definitely one of the top jiu-jitsu guys out there. Nate Moore was pretty impressive against Tarek Safedine, even though he lost by knockout. You can tell that he's still really green. Galvao shows some signs of being green as well, and is striking sometimes and whatnot. But I definitely see Galvao taking the fight to the ground and probably getting a submission finish on Moore. If Moore wants to take it to the ground too, he'll be in danger. And that's the thing. I just think that Galvao's jiu-jitsu is just on such a higher level that it's definitely going to be tough for Moore. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it with the Strikeforce Houston predictions. There are more undercard fights, but I didn't really feel the need to really talk or go in depth with them. A lot of them are just local talent that they just want to fill in card space. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good night of fights, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just please visit our sponsor, GoBusiness123, at www.gobusiness123.com. And this is it for MMA for you. Okay, later.